Hello friends, welcome back to Timberborn, episode 3 of PERMADEATH. Going well, the reservoir's filling up again, and let's have a quick update on where we are in the series. To go over it again, 130 days drought, 130 days bad water, well 5 to 130 days on both of those, and then 5 to 100 days of normal weather. On day 6 already, so that drought could come at any point. And let's have a look at where we are with our colony of beavers. We've got 43, 13 babies. We came down from 115. We turned those birthing pods off through the last drought, and it was a good job we did. Look how low the reservoir is, and that is my only main source of water at the moment. And what we did on episode 2 was focus on electricity. We need to get these pumps working at 100% to get as much of that water as we possibly can saved. In the background, we can see the mighty power station that is the wheels, and they are churning up a lot of power. We're getting 5,587 power. We only need 2,290 at the moment, and you can see where that ugly power chain is coming through. I will fix that. If you watch my last video, you'll know I get a bit OCD when it comes to the design of that. But those wheels are powering all of the wood, all of the cogs, all of the dynamite, and that's all working at 100% now. We're in a good place with power. What we do need to focus on are trees to build the second reservoir, the second amount of water that's going to help these beavers survive a long drought without me turning off the birthing pods. Today, we're going to experiment with the Aquifier. I've not used one yet. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how they work. And if it makes it too easy, as in when it's in use, it brings all of that water to the top, which would allow me to just build a huge reservoir around it and be able to take as much water as I want out of it. There might be a new rule. There might be a new rule in this series where we aren't allowed to use aquifers. Let's start there. That sounds like a good place to start. Let's jump in. We're all up to date. We know what we're doing. Let's see how far we get till the next drought. So as I say, the last drought I had over 100 beavers, and this did all run out. It's day 6, and this is how much water's been able to come back into this. But they are running at 100%, which is great. I do like the idea of doing this hard permadeath series with this only being the water that comes into the map. This is the only water we're allowed to use. But let's experiment. Let's try one. I know there's one up here. Here it is. How do we get power into this? Oh, I bet it goes in. I bet it goes in there. So I'm not going to connect this to the main power grid. I have a suspicion I know how these work, and I haven't watched anyone else's videos to kind of tell me. I generally don't know how these things work, but how do I prove my theory? Because I guess I don't want it to work in the way that I think it's going to, and I don't want to mess around experimenting with something if it does do what I think it does. So we're going to waste a little bit of time and a little bit of energy kind of proving this theory. Okay, that would be enough for me to prove if I was right or wrong. So we're going to bring this power over here. We're going to finish it there. And we're going to use just a standard wheel on this. I don't want to plumb it into the main waterworks if it's something that I'm just going to ban. So we'll We'll use one of these to prove. Ugly power chain. And then we're going to make all of this stuff priority build, which is dangerous because I know time is precious and I've got more important things to do. But oh, what happened there? Did I? Oh my god, I built dams. Well, that's not going to work. Did I do the whole bottom level as dams? I did. That would have been confusing. There we go. Okay. Gonna bring this down here. Go across to there. And then they should be able to get everywhere now. Oh. Okay. Let's let them build that. Let's see how that works. I think I know how it works, and if it works the way I think it works, I'm banning it. I'm banning it from the hard, and we are only going to have this water source here, which I actually quite like the idea of. I quite like the idea of this map is so vicious that there is only one water source, and it's this one, and all the water that has to be transported to all of the colonies and all of the different areas that we make has to come from this source of water. Now then, what is happening around here? This could end up being a really boring episode. This could end up being a really boring episode because we need to focus on this being built. It's great seeing this working at 100 though. It's day 10 and already this is nearly full. So we've got more dynamite to blow these areas out, and I mean we're not producing enough of anything. And because of all the beavers died, there's 79 jobs going and there's only 43 beavers to fill them at the moment. They're going to be doing the most crucial jobs, which is water extraction and farming. So wood cutting is not one of them, which kind of makes it pointless why I've got these working on full. So we're gonna give those back. Okay, well we've got one woodcutter going there. Did I? No, I didn't. Let's stop wood being taken from here so we can get the food out of that. We stop the food being collected from the middle. Sorry, I stopped the wood being collected from the middle to allow them to get food, which means I don't need you anymore. He's telling me there I've got nothing to do. So go and do something else. And that's right. On the last episode as well, I realised I needed an irrigation ditch to come around the outside of here, because when the drought happened, I wanted to be able to control the water coming into here. That might be something I have to do on really drastic measures to try and last another 10, 20 days through a drought. But when I turn this off, all of the trees and all of the plants, everything dies. And that's not good, because I'm not so bothered about storing a lot of food as long as I've got water. So I need to create an irrigation ditch that will trickle water through here. But I didn't future-proof that plan. It's almost like something that needs to happen in a drought when this water's low. Because if I create a hole in this, all that water's coming out, it's going to flood. It's going to flood everything down here, and that will be a disaster because there's nowhere for me to drain it. It will just fill this whole area, probably about up to that level there, and we'd have to wait 100 days for that to evaporate, and by then they're all dead. So I can't create a hole in this. I could pump it out, but that causes many other problems. But I can plan for it in the future when there is a drought. And if it's at that level there, then what we can do is start to plan the dynamite. So it's going to want to come around here, and it's going to want to come around here, and we're going to stop it here. That's a dynamite piece there. So if I blow that out and that goes, all of the water is going to... At the moment it's got nowhere to go because it will be held underground here. It won't go any further than there. Or will it? No, it would. It would actually come out of the ground here and flood from there. So we don't want to do that. What we do want to do will that work? I don't think that will work. I don't know if this is going to work, how I'm planning on doing this. I think it's got to be exposed. Don't really want to delete. I'm going to try this, and I've got a feeling, I've never done it like this before, I've got a feeling it's not going to work. I think the water has to be exposed. So creating a run around the outside is probably not going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You're probably screaming already. You've tried this. This doesn't work. Not only the amount of resources I'm going to use making this, but I'm pretty sure if this doesn't work, I know how to fix it, he says. Oh, I bet this is painful for you guys to be watching right now. I do apologize that I'm making you watch me do this. There's probably a much better way to do this. I want to thank you for all of those that have commented and giving me suggestions. Whoever you are out there, I'm going to get better at giving shout outs, I promise. This is all new to me. I've never had people comment on a video for me to be put in a position to thank people, but I want to thank the suggestion for the Aquifier on a different way. It was said that it didn't understand my approach, and that's a fair comment. Look, I confuse people on a daily basis in my normal life, so I don't see why YouTube should be any different for me. I like to give myself a challenge, and if a game allows you to take an easy way out, I will ignore it. I will always play a brand new game on hard mode. I never play anything on easy. I just don't see the point. I don't see the point of just not challenging myself. And what I like about this game is people can just play it how they. Oh, I think I messed that one up. I did. It allows people to play the game how they want to play and have freedom. And the point of this hard mode is creating silly rules for ourselves. And I think there was another comment on there that they said their hard mode was 50 days drought and 50 days bad water. So I can't imagine what you think when you see me doing the mode that I'm doing. Probably think I'm absolutely crazy, but I may be being crazy. But look at where we've got. We've got episode 3. We've got a lot of water. They managed to survive the drought, and we have healthy beavers. Oh look, we could create another way in here. There. We've got healthy beavers. Why is that 3? Hold on, what's gone off there? Oh, okay. They're alive, and we were able to do it on this one huge reservoir. Yes, okay, I admit that I cheated by sacrificing beavers on my first playthrough to get to this level. Maybe in the future, if we start a brand new map with new rules where nothing's built, we will start the permadeath hard mode immediately, and I have to get to this stage. But for now, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this series. It's actually made a new challenge. It's incredibly stressful when a drought comes now, because I can't sacrifice. When a drought came before, I'm like, fine, you know what? I can have 1,000 water. I can go down to 1 beaver. I can last. I can't sacrifice them, and it makes a whole new level of anxiety. These are going to struggle to get up there, aren't they? Okay. The easiest way to do that is to come this way. There we go. Right, well you don't have to do that yet. Okay. We're building that. We'll see how that works. How's this doing? It is okay, so this has taken 19 days to get to that level. It's just underneath the pump, so I think we are looking at 20 days before these pumps will start to work. That's quite a long time. I have an idea. I have an idea on how to get these working earlier. If I do it, will it help me? Will it help me? I don't think it will. The idea is if I build up another structure and have 2 pumps that come above this water line, I can put water into a trough to allow these to work earlier. But if there's 2 pumps putting water in, 2 pumps taking it out, then we're not really doing anything. What I would need to do is to create another pump here. So at least I've got 3 pumps putting water in and 2 pumps taking water out. That would work. That's interesting. That's an interesting concept. That's an interesting concept, that I can get these working earlier to bring more water into here earlier. Because 20 days is scary. You've got to remember that the drought can happen anywhere between 5 and 100 days. So I need to get water out of here as quickly as I possibly can. And at the moment, I'm doing a good job of that. That's working at 100%. These will work at 100% when they go, but they're pointless until day 20. Look, day 20, it's just reached. And when I blow this out, when I use dynamite to take this down to the ground level, that's going to take 21, 22, 23 days. Okay, well that's interesting. That's an interesting thought. I kind of want to do it, but if I do it, I need to extend this. How would I extend it? I could 1, 2, 3, so it would be there, and then this side, I could do that. It's a bit of structural work. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to extend this. This wasn't what I was planning on doing today. I think I said on the last video I was going to look at a new colony, but this has kind of got me intrigued. I'm kind of excited about this. Let's build this up, and I'm going to need... That's not going to work. I'm going to need 3... Or I could future-proof it to build more, but then I'd have to extend it outwards to this line. 1, 2, 3, 2. I'd have to either... No, okay. Sorry, I know I'm babbling right now. I'm trying to future-proof this to say if I want to increase this another 3, I'd need to come out 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's up to that tree. Does that do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That comes out 1 more, but it's always good to have a bit that sticks out to extend from. So that's good. And we're going to go all the way to there. And we're going to repeat the design that's here. Like this. And then we're going 1, 2, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, oh no, that doesn't work. Derp. That doesn't work. Okay, well, meh. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. This could be a bad decision. I'll deal with it later. Turns out into building something that's really ugly later. And if that aquifer does what I think it's going to do, then the rule is going to be this is our only water source. And I'm actually quite tempted just to make that a rule anyway. By the end of this episode, we will decide aquifers banned, and this is the only piece of water that we are allowed. Oh, that's that one. Really? Oh yeah, it would be. That goes away. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to do it now. I'm not going to wait. I've got it there, so let's use it. Let's be crazy. Where is that coming down? That's that tree there. Okay. That tree there is gone. And then I need to feed it water. So the best way to do it is to use dynamite to blow that out there. Okay, that works. Let's get rid of those. Now the other side. We're going to go water pump crazy. Oh, this is going to be ugly. I mean, this is already horribly ugly. And I don't really want to destroy the water pumps. Where is that line? Oh, it's right across here, isn't it? Ugh. Okay. Where would it be? Oh, it's so ugly. It's going to be so ugly. Okay, well, maybe something to fix in the future. Looking about survival at the moment. Oh, I could. I'm going to leave it till later. I can't do it. I can't build something that's ugly again. I'm going to leave that till later when we look at a different way to do water. Okay, that's good. Dynamite. There and there. And then we can start to build the next pump. Look at that. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Right, this is full. It took 24, it's not full yet, but it's looking about 30 days to fill that at the moment. So extra pumps, extra water. Do you know what? I'm going to sneak some water in here. I'm going to sneak some water in this as much as I can before it starts to flood. Because every drop counts. Every drop counts. Oh, hold on, that's open. Oh, that's really open. Let's close that. Okay. It's just going to be this bit here, isn't it, before it... Oh no, I think I can get a little bit more than that in it. I can go up 2 blocks. Are these open here? I know that one's not. Let's put that one auto. It'll be closed because it's underwater. But we'll put that on auto, so when that gets below it will take the water from here. So this should be working at 100%, which it is. That's good. Oh, hold on. Oh, supply 6,000. Okay, that's fine. Read that the wrong way around for a moment there. Alright, how are we doing up here on our cheaty aquifer? It's all plumbed in. The bit they can't get to is this. So let's put in... I've got a feeling, I think, with what I've got, I'll be able to know, won't I? I'll be able to know with what I've got. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Let's turn it on, he says, kind of knowing. If this floods out of here... It's quick, though. Yeah, look at it. It makes me wonder if it would keep going higher than this. Do you think it would go higher than this? Let's keep the experiment going, because I'm interested for maybe future playthroughs. But with what I've just seen right now, we are officially banning the Aquifier. The Aquifier is banned. I do want to leave it open in a drought to see if it works in a drought. If it works in a drought, then I'll probably never ever use one in any playthrough because it's too easy. Right, that is above the Aquifier. That's above. So let's bring this up and then let's build up our walls around it. I don't need that one. I don't need that one. That's right. Okay. Oh, I probably do need those because I need to be able to build them. One more. Oh, this is a bit mad. This is a bit mad. only doing this now because I'm interested on how it actually works. As I say, if it goes higher than this, and it works in a drought, which I don't know yet. Again, you're all probably screaming. You could go and Google this. What is the fun of that? I am not Googling anything that I can have fun with and explore myself. It's not how I am in life, and it's not how I play games either. Part of the fun of playing a game is trying to break it and just trying to understand how it works. It's turning into a bit of a monster to prove something that I'm not going to use, but hey. Do you know what? Because we're not going to use it, I'm not going to make this important. This is just something that's going to sit in the background that gets built later. Seems dumb trying to force something together that we're not going to use. So let's abandon that project, but leave the experiment running. And then, oh, I bet this is, oh God, yeah, it is. Okay, stop that. It's flooding everything. At least we've got some nice green grass down here. Look how beautiful that is now. A vision of the future once we get this built. But they've got a lot to do. How are we looking? 32 jobs, 91 beavers, 51 babies. Reservoir is pretty much full. And we are 29 days into this new cycle. We've worked out what aquifiers do. Oh, here we go. And I think the focus needs to be on building that next dam. Look at that, we're gonna have two. That's gonna be great when that works. It's gonna be so cool. Be really happy with that. Again, not worried about food, as long as we've got water. Water storage, we can do more now. That's going to let us do that. We solved that on the last episode. There just wasn't enough water being pumped out, so we can build more water storage. Sorry, going to destroy your campsite to do it. Oh, that's annoying and ugly. That's going to have to be fixed later. But for now, water, prioritize. Water, prioritize. Try that again. Water. Okay, let's get those built. Okay. Right. We need to check in on the scaffolding, because the scaffolding will be the key to speed up the build. They are not going to make it across there, so we need to build a second support, and then they'll be able to build that, they'll be able to build that, and then they will get to here. And they won't be able to get any further, so we need to build another support scaffold. What I'm doing here is, when you have a break, the beavers, let me find another one. They'll be good there, they'll be good there, they'll be good there. Oh, there probably isn't another one, hold on. They'll be good there, there. Okay, I've just worked out. Right. I was asked again on the comments to explain some of the stuff that I'm doing rather than just doing it. I'll use, oh, they've started to build it. I'll use this one. Right, the reason of building a huge reservoir is to store water. We know that. It will take them forever to build all of this wood. What they do, if you don't have a scaffold, is they will build up to here, which they have done, and then all this is waiting to be built. So if you don't have this scaffold, they will bring 12 logs to here, and then they will build it. Then they'll build 12 logs to here, then they will build it, and they will do all of the same till they get to the top, and then they'll do it again. Well, if you have a scaffold, they can bring 12 logs here, 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 and here, and build this row. Here, 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 here. So you speed it up, I mean, by a good 200, 300% the build, as long as you have wood to be able to do it, which I've got 500, I've got plenty for them to do that, because they drop it off the edge. So when you build a scaffold, it's best to build a scaffold here, which then lines up with this one, because then they will build this, 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 and then that. If we have a break, like we have here, they can't build this. So it will just stop. You can see them doing it now. You'll see them climb these. When it comes, I'll go to slow. When they bring more stuff, I'll go to 1 speed. Right, here they come. So they're dropping the resources into this. They will get to the end and they will drop the resources into this. Then they'll drop the resources into this, and then they'll drop it into this. So once they've built this, they've now got a bridge to reach the next area. So let's look at why we need one here. They're going to build this, and then they will build this. They won't be able to build this because there's a gap. And I need them to do a ring round the whole thing so they can speed up the build. Because you can see they're swimming at the moment to get the wood to these lower parts. They wouldn't need to do that if they had a scaffold. They could just walk around. So what we need to do is create a new piece of scaffold that will allow them to drop the wood into these bits. Then they'll be able to build it. And then based on what I'm seeing with the rest of this scaffold, they're just going to be able to focus on the scaffold, build the scaffold, which will speed up this reservoir an enormous amount. It's night and day. If I ran 2 simulations, I can't because they'll die of thirst. But if I ran 2 simulations, one building it like this and another one building it without this one would be finished cycles before. It's a good strategy. Let's watch them do this bit. So they're going to bring the materials here, 2, 4, planks, 1 more. Right, now they'll be able to build that, which you have to wait till next day. And then when they build it, they'll be able to build this one, and then the path is complete. They'll be able to drop wood into all of these areas. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what that looks like. So now we have this scaffold built down here. Let's make this through here a priority. And you'll see what they do. See that they're building that one now. And because we made this a priority, we are going to have this wood is going to go down quick. There we go, he's dropped one there. Here they come, they're bringing it all up. So look, they're dropping it here, and they've built that one. They've dropped it there. So they're delivering wood all the way down here. They're not just building this one, and then again. They're dropping wood on them all. And when you've got a lot of beavers like I do, they would only have built one right now. Then they build another, but they're building 5 or 6 at the same time. So if you have the wood to support it, which is why we've planted oak trees at the beginning of the game, this is a very, very quick way to build large reservoirs. going to let them do that. I've got a feeling that I've run out of wood storage anyway, so I'm going to let them just build that wall up like that. Why not? I really should be doing green around there so we can get more water in, but we're not doing that. So this is overflowing, so I am now wasting valuable days by losing that water. Not much I can do about it at the moment because I've got nowhere to store it. Although this could be a pretty good place to store a load of. Yeah, it'll evaporate by the time I need to use it. So we'll ignore that for now. There they go. Look. Building that dam now. They're just building water wheels. Oh, hello. Oh, no, I did. They're building water wheels all the way down. Oh, it's too far from the path. That is because I have got power wheels blocking them from getting to them. There we go. They couldn't get through the power chain. Instead of building a bridge over, they're only like one wood, one log. So just delete them, let them get through, let them build that, and then just put them back again. No point stressing. There they go. I'll get those built. Are they in? What? Okay, whatever. Do you know what? I don't need the power. Let's not waste. Let's not waste wood. The scaffolding uses so much material. But we've got a lot of planks. It's because I'm running them at 100% now. We've got a lot of planks. We've run out of wood because of what I did there. These use a lot of planks. They use a lot of wood to be able to build. It takes a lot of resource to build a scaffolding structure like this. You can destroy it at the end. You lose resources because you're destroying stuff. I can't remember what it's set to. I think it's 25% or something. But you can recycle that stuff back. But I do actually find this path is really useful later in the game to make huge water pumping stations off this, which I will do later on. If you're playing the other faction, this is really useful because you can build windmills. I normally build windmills all around these structures, and then I have those heavy weights as well hanging off the edge of this, so when they run out of power, the weights go down. Crazy structures that I build, but I'm kind of just focusing on surviving at the moment, and I know I'm going to go through another drought without this. That's going to happen. There's no doubt about that. Why are they all sleeping? What do I need? I need a lot of dynamite. Dynamite is what I need. Let's build some more dynamite factories. That's going to be a good thing for us to do. Where am I going to build them? That's 3, isn't it? I could go underground. Right, we can get one there. We can get another one in there. That gives me 2 more. Doubles my output. And I don't think the water towers... No, they don't. How am I going to get... I need to get power in there. So let's destroy this. Let's get power through there, and then we can create this bridge over the top. That's fixed the path. Let's get these built. quite tempted to... Let's blow out 2 levels of this, because then I should be able to fit another one of these underneath. I don't know if that's... I think that might be 3 high. Create a support. Blow that out. Need a path up to it. Use one of these fancy... There we go, then I'll be able to put another one in next to it and have 3. Okay, what does it need? Gears, planks, metal blocks. It needs everything. That's quite a lot of resources that's just used, building those. 115 beavers, 5 jobs free. So nearly everyone's got a job. Took 38 days to get there. Oh, have we gone up a... No, it's just evaporated. Let's put more water back into this because we can. Evaporates so quickly. Let's stop this silliness. It's using a lot of wood. Not really helping us. What we should be doing is making this 3rd row priority, because then we can get more water in there. That's what we should be doing. It's quite a lot of wood there, actually. Let's take that. Some free timber, and it's oak as well. So there's 8 logs in each one of those things. There we go. Does it get there? Yeah, it does. Free wood is always good. Oh, that was a horrible rhyme. I apologise for that. I didn't even mean for that to... That was so cheesy. Alright. Think about what I'm doing. What's going on? We need to focus on water. Logs are a problem. Because they're a problem, we don't need the food. Let's take the trees. Let's take this wood here. Let's take that resource from the center. I don't need the food. What I need is the wood. Oh, there we go, it's full. What I need is the wood. Because I've run out of planks as well. Okay. How? Okay, let's increase that so we've got more haulers. I've got quite a lot of stuff which haulers are doing at the moment. Dynamite's going in around here. Feels a little bit... This feels a bit wasted right now. This feels a bit wasted to me. Am I making the right decisions? Where should my priority be? My priority, do you know what? I'm making the wrong decisions here. The priority should be having as much water storage as I can possibly get. That means all of this, all of this, all of it. This all needs to be priority in here. This is where the dynamite should be focused. We should be focusing our effort on increasing our reservoir size and not on farmland, which I won't need farmland if I've got water. I don't have enough beavers for them to be consuming that much food at the moment. I mean, I've stored, what, nearly 6,000? Okay. That's a good use. God, we need so much more dynamite. So much more dynamite. Okay. That was a bit of silent conversation and muttering to myself about how much more dynamite I need. But we do. I'm going to finish that bit off there. Why isn't that working? Oh. There we go. Okay. Timber. We're getting wood in. We're using this. These guys are doing this here. We do need to plant more oak. It's probably what I'm going to use this for, actually. This looks like a good piece of land to get some more oak in. Probably down here as well, we can have water just through there. Can't really make that happen until that reservoir's built. That's only being filled with water because it keeps flooding over the top when I turn it on. They can't get to that. And I kind of want them to do 3. Let's make a quick fix for this. Is that the same there? Yeah, it's too far to reach. They've nearly got there with the scaffold, so I'm pretty sure they'll be fine there. Yeah, once they've got... Okay, they're not. That needs to be done as well, and then they can drop there. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Day 43. How long is this good weather going to last? And how much of an advantage can I take of it? It's just resource management right now of... I'm going to get these 3 trees here. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to get these 3 trees. far does this go? It goes down to there. So let's plant that out as well. It makes sense that we would. Why not? Oh, there's another tree that can go in there, look. Let's use all the available land that we can. Oh boy, I feel like I'm a bit trapped in limbo right now. This is I mean, the game does have its high peaks and its low peaks, and right now we're going through a low peak. It's purely just a game of get this stuff built. There we go. Now they can build this. Got 100 logs now. That's great. That's because all the oaks are growing, becoming mature. I hate how much water we're wasting. I hate this. It's such a waste. But I can't make this reservoir any taller because of the restriction here. And this one's just taking forever. This one's going to take so long. This one's going to be no way near built before the next drought. It'll probably be the next drought after that it will come into use. But until I've got enough water that can support this colony, I can't even think about making a new one. And as I said in the previous game, this metal is running out, and we need the new colony to be built over here where we've got this unlimited amount of metal. But there's no point having a new colony unless I can make it survive. But I am thinking of building a new reservoir over here that will take water from here, create a new reservoir that will then feed this from this one water source. And you know, I was kind of, even if that aquifier didn't do what I just saw it do, even if it just came up to one level, I'm kind of excited by the idea that this is the only water source on this permadeath series. Let's make it really difficult for ourselves. Well, they're doing the dynamite. A lot of extract coming in. There's no one in these. You know what? That can't happen. I need them to... I need these things working. We're going to go for 22 hours a day. There's 10 jobs free, so I can't stop breeding. Although I should. I should stop breeding in anticipation for this. If I was smart, but I am not. So I'm not doing it. Hard mode. And we're going to need more bad water down here. These are working. The haulers need to come and... God, I should build a train line. I should build a train line through here to get the bad water there. It's either that or I need to make a path, but I don't like the bad idea of bad water getting anywhere close to this colony. Could take it from there. I don't have to build them here. That's ridiculous. Why did I build them there? Why did I do that? That seems really... Oh, I know why I did that. Because this started and this one wasn't. Because the bad water sources start throughout the game. This didn't exist when I built this. I'm thinking, yeah, why would I do that? I would just take it from here. I wouldn't build this ridiculous bridge getting there. It's because it wasn't there. But I could build a tube line. to speed up the delivery of the bad water for the dynamite. We'll see how that goes. Doesn't seem to be a shortage at the moment. I mean, they're thirsty. Go and get a drink. I mean, this is the thing, like, they're thirsty but swimming through water. Why don't they just open their mouths and drink it? Why do they have to come and... That bit's always confused me. They're thirsty but drinking through water that doesn't get purified. So it's not like watching a survival video where they're all drinking through those life straws. They're beavers. They can drink dirty water. Well, they can't drink bad water because they'll get radiation poisoning, but you know what I'm saying. Right, is this being built now? No, it's not. There's obviously more pressing things. Oh, this is so slow. We're up to an hour of gameplay. If you've stuck around this long, what are you doing with your life? No, I appreciate you staying this long. It means I must be doing something right. We can just hang out, you know? If there's anything that you want me to talk about, topics, I can talk about anything for hours, even if I don't know anything about the topic. If you write something really profound, I'm going to struggle with it. But if you want me to babble on about thoughts, leave it in the comments. I'm more than happy sitting here talking to myself because no one can argue back with me. That's why I'm quite excited. If we do build a community here of people that are interested, I will build a Valheim server. And if you've not played Valheim, with a community, it can become a bit of a city builder thing where you have blacksmiths and people take little jobs and go out exploring different wilds, and we could have frost communities, and I don't know, there's something about having a community of Valheim that appeals to me. I don't know why in that game I just got obsessed with building bridges and roads. I was building roads everywhere and ridiculous bridges that would cross the roads. And I built, in an early game, you needed stone. And to get stone was a nightmare. We had to go down a valley, climb up the other side of the valley and climb back again. It took forever. So I spent about 8 hours building this over-engineered bridge, and it had storage on it, it had a house on it. It was pretty spectacular. And it was built, and we used it about 3 times before we loaded in, and two trolls set up a house underneath it. And like, how much more, one, unlucky, and two, cliche can you get? That I built a bridge, these trolls moved underneath it, and I was terrified to go anywhere near it because they would destroy it with their, if I started fighting them near it. So the trolls took it over, and they had a very nice house, and I never used that bridge ever again. It's actually quite a sad story, but it could be quite fun to do something like that. I don't know where this journey is going to go. If you've been watching some of the early videos, I am new to YouTube. Always fancied having a go at doing it, and thought, you know what? I enjoy playing Timberborn. I've got a lot of hours in it, and I thought I could make videos and share that with you. Also, how I like to play. I don't think I see any other YouTubers that I know of that do a hard mode like this. Maybe we're creating a new play style here together. If there is, I tell you what, if there is someone out there that anyone who's watching this knows that plays on a harder level and rules than the one I'm doing, let me know in the comments, and we will challenge that YouTube creator. We will raise them 50 days, and then we'll create a video and we'll put the challenge back out to that creator and see if they oh, why can't they get to that one? Oh, they can't get to that one because my path is broken. So I need to, they've done what they needed to do. So we need to delete those now. Rebuild that path. Now they'll be able to get there. And then let's turn those on. Let's turn these on. Let's get that done. Let's go up another level. And then let's give these beavers a task of getting up to this level. And we can store even more water. Oh, they're going to get trapped. We're going to get beavers getting trapped here. Oh no, they're being quite respectful about it. He's not. Ooh, that was close. Okay. 170 logs, so they've got more than enough to build out this level. Don't get trapped, don't get trapped. Oh my god, they're actually doing it properly. It's crazy to see. Oh, those are going to get trapped. There's no, he trapped them. That guy there. You. Yeah, you're homeless and you're unemployed. Ibuax, whatever your name is, because you've just trapped everyone. You're going to stand there looking confused about your life choices. Now I need to rescue you. Best way to rescue these. That's how much? Okay. Best way. Because then they can keep building. Is that clever? That's not clever. Actually, that's just an absolute waste of resource. Let's just do that. And let's also build another 3 here so we can get to that one. Okay, they're doing this. Let's get that busy as well. Okay, that will save those beavers. Oh, we're getting more wood from here. That's great, free wood. So you can see them now, look, they're coming round. And they're just going to be dropping wood all up and down this thing. It takes a long time to build the scaffold, but it takes longer to build a dam this big without it. So it is worth it. Certainly when you've got as much resource as we have, this is just going to keep replacing itself. Oh, that's let's start that one. There we go. Get some more wood. Wow, we're on 51 days and no drought. This is going to be a long one. These are working and these are filling up this. There's quite a lot of water coming in here before I've had to turn it off. So this is good. I think, oh no, they screwed that one over. Evil. They screwed the little friend over. There we go, dropping in. Oh, don't do that. Oh, oh no. Okay. Is he going to get out? Run, run, run quick. Delete it. Oh my god. They were about to like block him in this side. I was going to have to rescue him from there. That's funny. Okay, let's. We don't need this structure now because they're building the They've nearly built the scaffold above, so let's get rid of this. It did what it needed to do. And let's, because that disintegrates now, which we found out on the last episode, let's just get them to grab as much of that as they can. Let's not put it to waste. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking really good. How about the dynamite? What's the dynamite looking like now we increased its importance? Okay, we can blow that one. We can blow that one. We can also blow these. This can go. This can go. This L shape can go. Now we can put in 2 dynamites in these areas. And we can increase this. There we go. Okay, we got 2 there. Got these 3 here, which are done. Let's blow that. 2 there. We got these ones here. We need to destroy this. 1, 2. That doesn't need 2. That needs 3. Let's not be stingy about this. Those 3 go in there. I'm going to need one of those to get up to that level. And then all of this down here needs 2. I'm going to make that important. And we've already increased some of the water in here by doing that. Not a lot. That wasn't a lot at all. That wasn't a big change. But every drop counts. I'm going to leave that on. I mean, water's going out of here anyway, so they're going to finish this like now. Now up another one. This is great. Look at that. Up another level. Right, this next level is a little bit bigger. Scaffolding's going up. I'm really excited about the amount of water we're storing here. This is really, really good. That's the lowest point here. So it will fill this from its lowest point, which is good. We are going to have to work out a way to, when we blow all this out, of how to create a connection through here. But actually, I don't even have to work it out. It's really simple. Not wasting the water because it's just going to flow into the other body. It's not as critical as making an irrigation point out here. The irrigation point out here is going to be a challenge because I don't want to waste water. So choosing when to do that has to be at the start of a new water cycle. Right, not now. So we've got 129. There were 13 babies. We are an hour and 13 into this. 54 days of drought. I think because how long this video is getting, we will end when we hit the drought. And then we'll start episode 4, living through the drought. Is what we'll do. Okay, let's look at building a train line extension. It would make sense to utilize this existing run, and we could come this way. Yeah, we'll do that. That makes sense. I want to get over these trees. Okay. And we're going to get over these trees. Where does this next one land? Probably not where I want it to. No, it doesn't. That lands me right in the middle of these two trees, which is this one. So let's get rid of that. And then once it's gone, oh my god. There's like 3 beavers going at this thing. 4 beavers. I've obviously got the wrong tools. Okay. Oh, oh man. Isn't that about right? It's that one. It's that one. Okay. I think it's a 2 that I need. I don't want to waste any more crops, so we'll do this. And then we'll go underground. Keep it a nice straight line. Where are we going? We're going to come straight through here. Okay. And then we're going to go across this. No, we're not. We're going to go across there. And then we'll go up there. It's going to come through here. It's going to come through there. It's going to go under there. It's going to go this way. There we go. And then we are going to exit we're not going to go that way. We will go this way. What I'm looking at here is the tube. So this thing's got tube holes all around it. If I go there, I'm just wasting those back section of 3 because the only way I can go is this way, and I'm already coming from that way. And so I always want to be planning these going further. I'm overthinking this right now. I can always move this station. It's not that important. But what is important is they build this. Oh, that's going to annoy me. Okay, okay, that's not going to work for me. Remove this, and I want to hit this first hole, which is there. So I need a 3. There we go. And then we should be good. All the way through. There we go. Now they can build it this way, and they can build it this way. But we're not going to make it important. It's just something that we'll let them do for the future. Day 58, and I am flooding water everywhere. Not very smart. turn those off for now. Okay. Storming that now. It seems like we've got enough beavers with these birthing pods to keep the jobs. I don't really want to do more than, it's like 150 beavers. I don't really want to do more than that right now. I am going to sit and watch this and fast forward this video. Here we go. Bad tide is approaching. Bad tide doesn't bother me. We did this little fix down there. Someone wrote in the comment actually before I tested it of that's the way that they also found a solution for the bad tide. They managed to get a lot done. 71 days of good weather. That's amazing. We were able to fill up the reservoir, the second reservoir, a little bit more. Let's go and see how much dynamite they've not done. I'm like, they haven't done anything in here. Why is that? Can they get there? They can get there. They just haven't been doing it. Not sure where the dynamite's been going. Ah, the dynamite has been going here. So yes, we can. We can blow that out. We can also blow... This is going to cause me a problem getting some of this water, but it does mean that it's made it really messy to get where I need to get to. But at this stage, it's all about getting as much water into this reservoir as I possibly can. So these are twos. Is that at a 2 level? 1, 2, 1, 2. So yes, these ones here need to be twos. That means these ones here need to be threes. That goes down a level, so they're going to need to be twos. And this will need to be 3. I'm going to struggle to get down there. Let's make some stairs. And a pathway. And we are good to go. Right. Okay, that's good. This pathway up here, I'm just going to get some threes along that too. Okay, that's good. There's no point on blowing those ones up. There's just no point. Let's let them carry on. That's not going to work for me. we go. Good. Well, at least we managed to... oh, if I blow... If I blow that one out, it connects all this water. Let's do that. And let's create a bridge over so they can get to the rest of it. But then that pool gets connected to this pool and it's not wasted. It's that one I want. Okay. So because of all of that I blew out, it's now filling this. It's coming from the backup reservoir through the sluice, which will turn off when it gets up to the maximum. So all of the water that I managed to get into here, because I blew all this up. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, crap. I'm losing all the water out the reservoir. Oh, this is a disaster. Where is it getting out? Where is the hole? Okay. Okay, think. What can I do? Where? It's there, look. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Can we... Oh, we can't even get down to it without those stairs. Okay. Right. Anything that is... How am I going to stop? I can't because they're connected. I can't... Oh, what I could do. That would work. If I block that hole there, make this a secondary block. I could use this opportunity to make that... No, let's not use an opportunity. Let's block the hole. I'm going to close these because then that will keep that water in there. Has that closed them? Yeah, so that's closed. The water's going to keep just pouring through that hole. Oh, this is an absolute disaster. Like, work 24 hours, get that hole sealed up. Are they bringing any wood? Oh my god, this is horrible. Are they doing it? Fix it. Is that the wood coming for it there? One. You kidding me? 3. Come on. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Good. Right. Hole. The hole has been sealed. I've got one. The hole's been sealed, so then let's open this. Let's try and get the water back into this reservoir. Now I can get them to focus on... I can't believe that. How unlucky. How unlucky that there's a underground water tunnel. That's devastating. Oh my, that could be the end of these beavers. That might actually be the end of them. That is so unfortunate. Okay, right, birthing pods need to be turned off. Let's do that now. That's something that we can do. Well, I thought this video was going to be boring, but this will definitely feature on the shore of... I can't believe that. I can't believe that that was a thing. I can't believe that was a thing. That's just mad. Let's not blow out any of this. Let's stop any dynamite happening from anywhere near those areas. 0.3 days. The reservoir has got no water in it compared to what it was. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. And there's a lot of beavers that are homeless. There's 57 beavers that don't have homes. I didn't even see that either. Oh no. Okay. Insert bad word here. Well, okay. 130, 140 beavers. 2 have died of old age already, which at this point I'll take. The longest drought we've ever had, 48. The last drought emptied the reservoir when they were both full. Exploding that dynamite may have just killed the beavers. Take care of yourselves. Look after each other. And maybe expect a very short episode 4. Until then, take care.